Good evening. The airman is off tonight. We begin with an update on the fatal three-vehicle collision that happened Monday afternoon on Highway 303. Maidstone RCMP say a 45-year-old man in a Ford F-150 was stopped at the intersection waiting to turn left from Highway 303 to Range Road 3265. A 59-year-old man driving a Peterbilt semi-tractor trailer with a trailer in tow loaded with steel pipe traveling east then collided into the rear end of the F-150. The F-150 was pushed into oncoming traffic and crashed head-on into a Ford Fiesta with a male driver and female passenger inside. The 54-year-old passenger died from her injuries and the other drivers were taken to hospital in Saskatoon. The cause is still under investigation. A 16-year-old youth is facing more than a dozen charges after several incidents in North Battleford. RCMP say they received a call of an erratic driver in the area of 11th Avenue and 108th Street. The driver failed to stop for police, but they did not pursue the suspect. Shortly after, police received a second call of a vehicle crashing into an apartment building on the 15th Avenue and Winder Crescent. The driver fled the scene but was arrested soon after. The 16-year-old youth faces 15 charges, including possession of stolen property, impaired driving, and mischief over $5,000. He is currently in custody and will appear in North Battleford Provincial Court tomorrow. RCMP have arrested and charged a 36-year-old Lloydminster woman in relation to a case of shoplifting. Police say they received a call to Safeway on Sunday saying staff had detained a shoplifter. RCMP say they ended up investigating Tran Kwok and charging her with theft under $5,000 and 2 counts of possession of property obtained by crime. She was also carrying ID that did not belong to her. Kwok has been remanded into custody and will appear in court next Tuesday. The Lloydminster Concerned Citizens for Senior Care Society is making their voices heard after the much-awaited bi-provincial health report was released last week. Group officials say the report supports their view that more long-term care beds are needed in the border city and financial support is lacking. Earlier this week, they made a visit to MLA Richard Starke's office as they handed him more than 400 letters from local residents who are concerned with the state of healthcare in the city.
I would hope that if nothing else, it would give them pause and help them to understand that this is their constituencies members speaking out. They weren't able to be at the meeting for whatever reason, that's okay, but they are speaking out via this letter.
Starke says he met with the group afterwards and listened to their complaints. He says now that the report is out, it's up to the health departments of both provinces to take action.
The situation with funding and those, these are all, these are all questions that are addressed in the health services plan and then have to be addressed by the 2 provincial governments.
The Concerned Citizens Society is also presenting letters to MLA Larry Doak and MLA Tim McMillan next week.